So let me get this straight. Let me get this straighty 180. We're back to here again. Just because the Steelers lost to the best team, maybe top three team in the NFL, it's like, oh my goodness, the season's over. It's all over. It's all crazy. Look, the loss yesterday sucked. Losing sucks in life, sport, when you lose your wallet, anything. It's terrible. It's not fun. Losing isn't fun. But on the other side, winning can be very fun too. And the Steelers have done that. The Steelers now are 10-4, even with a 27-13 loss. We have clinched the playoffs. And I looked around social media this morning when I was waking up, getting ready to go away. So in the background here, my suitcase, my clothes, getting ready. Got to go to the shops today too. Got to buy some. So it's so tough because I got to buy some colder gear, but it's really hot today, being around 90 degrees Fahrenheit. It's really, really warm. So I'm doing that today. But a lot of people are worried, and there's some cause to concern for our Steelers and not being the best rushing team right now, and the fumble and this kind of stuff, and the passing game and the attack like that. But have we forgotten that the Steelers just clinched the playoffs, right? With 3 games to go. And yeah, TJ Watt, he's hurt. I don't know if he's going to come back. From what I've been reading about, if TJ Watt will be back for the Ravens game. I think Mike Tomlin today said he could be might be, possibly. But it's not like I get this sense of dread every time when they do lose a game. And yeah, we deserve to lose a game. The time possession was 40 minutes, but it's only one game in the schedule. Only one game, and you can't win them all. It's too hard to go and win 17-0, 9-0. It's along the way, you need to lose some here and there. But now the Steelers have a really good chance to win the division in Baltimore. Get ready for that. Win the division, improve to 11-4, move on to the Chiefs game, which I'm going to. Get that done. Maybe try and secure the second seed. You probably maybe can't get the first seed now, but secure the second seed, and you could rest your players by week 17 or 18, or week 18 versus the Bengals, right? So we got the playoffs. We're in the playoffs for the first time. Sorry, not the first time, but the first time in a long time where, you're not hanging on someone else to get you in week 18, or it's not this team's got to beat that team. Like the Bengals right now. The Bengals need the Broncos to lose twice, or the Chargers to lose twice, plus 2 other teams to lose. They're like a 6-9 team. They got to win 3 times in a row, or they're a 6-8 team or something like they are. They got to win 3 times in a row to be 9-8, right? Their slim chance to get in is like this much, and people are worried about, oh, we're losing, we suck, but we lost to a really great side. When I was watching the game yesterday, I was hungover as all French toast. I was so hungover, but still watching that game. The Eagles' pass game was fantastic. To A.J. Brown, getting down the field, 100 yards there. To the other bloke too, he got 100 yards too. Devontae Smith. We shut down Barkley, right? We shut down Barkley in the run game. But the passing game for Jalen Hurts and those guys inside Philly, and yes, it's very tough to play in there because we haven't won there since 1965. So they did everything right. Like, sometimes you just got to give credit to the better team who won on the day, that took advantage over us, that we had 20 missed tackles. The Steelers didn't show up on that side. They were getting the outclass, outbeat. And from a football perspective, you're like, yep, that's for sure. The better team won. I think the overreaction is, though, some of the podcasts out there calling, Mike Tomlin to be fired again, calling Arthur Smith to be fired, but they've moved through the season. We talk about the gauntlet, right? So now we're like, what are we in the gauntlet now? Where we beat Commanders, we beat the Ravens, we lost against the Browns. That was 2-1. Then we won against the Bengals and the Browns. So right now in this game of stretch of 6 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're 4-2. 4-2. They talked about the goal after the bye. They're all saying that the Commanders going to be tough, that Baltimore's going to be very tough. Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Browns. We went 3-1 in the division. Then we went to Philadelphia and we lost there. So inside those 6 games, we went 4-2. And the Steelers now have a good chance to finish high, win the division, and beat Baltimore. Mahomes too. I think Mahomes might be out. He's got a high ankle sprain. He could be missing this week and possibly next week for Christmas Day at the Chiefs. So in this stretch, if you were to go 4-2 and finish the season 6-2, that's a pretty positive sign to make a deep run into the playoffs. It's always the instant reaction straight after that fans are like, oh man, we suck again. We're terrible. We're the worst. Sometimes you just got to have a loss. You have a loss and you kind of move on. Najee, yes, needs to hold the ball. They needed to run the rock better too. At the same time, they really couldn't do so because we didn't have any time possession. They had like 20 minutes time possession. And that defense on the field, 40 minutes. I reckon the Eagles probably should have won by more. Anyway, I just want to get you guys on your thoughts on that. Like, does Steeler Nation need to calm down? Do they need to calm down? Like, just relax. Great side or good side, that is Philadelphia, won 10 in a row in their house, took care of business. They saw us coming in. They were more physical. They got the job done. Now's the time where you bounce back yet again going into Baltimore and go and win that game, right? We've made the playoffs, and I do want to see the Steelers with a home field advantage. I want to see them win the division, and so we don't have to go through Baltimore. Go and beat Baltimore, get it back, win the North. Mike Tomlin's, focus on that, and then we move on. But you do see a lot of fair weather fans and some podcasters out there, not naming any names, but you know who they are. All Steelers talk. I name some names. That bloke over that way is a fair weather journalist too. He goes, 1 minute's like, oh my goodness, Steelers are going to Super Bowl. Next minute's like, you know what? We need to go fire Coach Tomlin. Absolutely crazy to me. Look, in this stretch of games, we're 4-2, beat the Commanders, beat Ravens, beat Browns, beat Bengals, and we lost against the Browns away and Philadelphia away. All right? Go and get the division, play tough football. Maybe George comes back. Maybe Elliott comes back if he's healthy. Maybe TJ Watt plays. If not, next man up steps up, and you move on, right? This is what we want to do, like this. That's Najee. It's Najee I know and love. Najee Harris going to steal their terrible, what do they call that? Purple flag. We have a terrible towel. They got a purple flag, right? So it's just the reaction I read on the internet. It's almost like people aren't happy we made the playoffs when we've now got a 3-game stretch to get better. I'm sure the players want to win. They want to improve from last game, and the season's not over yet. But it's almost like you look around the fan base, like, oh, we made the playoffs, but we got beat by the Eagles. It's one game. It's maybe because social media does that. It's like up and down a roller coaster. One minute you're really high, you're beating the Browns, you feel like you're back, and then it was a really tough game versus the Eagles. Next one we lose, like, oh my goodness, the world's over. I don't know. Oy. Anyways, I'm happy. We made the playoffs. I think we can have a bit of a run. The next step now is for the Steelers to win the division. Go and beat Baltimore, win the division, and then you have 2 games to go, which is the Chiefs game and also the Bengals game. So I'll be in Pittsburgh in 2 days' time. 2 days' time. And I'll be there at McFadden's in the North Shore with Bubba and Shane and the rest of the Steelers and Steelers fans cheering on our team beating Baltimore in Baltimore, right? So I appreciate everyone. I'll probably do maybe one more little video tomorrow with Bubba, doing the Steelers live with Bubba and Shane if they're available. If not, I'm getting ready to go overseas, man. It's a 15-hour, it's a flight. What is it? Sydney to Brisbane's 2 hours. Brisbane to Dallas, 14 hours. Dallas to Pittsburgh, about 3 hours. And then you've got to include as well all the stoppages and all the overlays. So it's about 24 hours in one trip. From the moment I wake up to I leave, it's about 24 or 25 hours in a day of travel. All righty, Steeler Nation, not to worry. We'll be right. Should be right, mate. Don't worry. Keep cheering your team on. Don't become a fair weather fan that says, "Oh, we were really good and now we're really bad." Steelers are a good side. They just got beat by a better side. I'll see you later.